Hello, my name is Douglas Lale and I'm an alcoholic. I've been in recovery since January 2013. That's roughly 2.5 years. What brought me into recovery is getting a second DUI in a period of about 5 years. I got the first DUI when I was 40, and then I got my second DUI shortly before I turned 45. My first DUI was when I was 40 when I got it. I really just thought that it was a bad luck, and it didn't really slow me down. I sort of just paid the money and got a privileged driver's license, and nothing really changed. I continued to drink, and for the year that I was, on driving privileges, I drank that whole time. I drank even after I got my license back, and like I said, nothing really changed for 5 years. And things got really bad. During that 5 years, I lost my house. I lost a relationship. I was really depressed. I got a new boss. I can't believe I didn't lose my job, but somehow I managed to keep my job, and not that it was very productive. I had a new boss towards the end, and we sort of butted heads, and that was really difficult for me. And losing the relationship with my partner was very devastating. And I got my second DUI, and that was really what the straw that broke the camel's back, I guess. That was when I really was at my worst. I was suicidal. I really was done. I just didn't have anything to live for then. I didn't want to start over. During this 5-year period that led up to this, I always kept thinking, I just need to get my head on straight. Things are going to be better if I have a better car, if I have a better house, if I have a better job, if I had a better relationship. And nothing I tried cured it, because I was drinking the whole time, and I never for one moment thought that drinking had anything to do with it. I know that sounds crazy, but I just didn't get it. So I get my second DUI, and which sent me into a downward spiral. I'm sitting in jail, and I'm thinking, when I get out of here, I'm going to commit suicide. And I had thought about this a lot, even prior to this, for me getting the DUI, and I knew what I was going to do. And luckily, I had a plan laid out as to what was going to go down, and I needed to call a few people just to get some things in order. And luckily, somebody sort of heard that I was in a weird sort of place, and sort of helped me into Copestone, which is here in Asheville, North Carolina. And it was my partner at the time, or my ex-partner at the time, and his family sort of were really supportive and convinced me to go into treatment. And once I was there, I did what I was supposed to and got out. And then the whole sort of thing, okay, I knew that something was still weird and still depressed, and I would binge drink during a little bit after that, and then I realized that once I started drinking, I couldn't stop. And so that was really hard. So part of my DUI court situation was I was required to go to meetings. And so I really didn't want to go to AA. I sort of knew that I needed to. I needed something, but I just didn't know that I was an alcoholic. So I would go to the meetings, but I wouldn't go in. I would sit outside, and the people would go in, and I'd just be sitting in my car waiting. And I would think, I'll go in 5 minutes. And then, it would be quarter past when the meeting was starting. I was like, I'm not going to do that. It's too late. I'll go tomorrow. And I did this for several weeks, and but then it got to where I just didn't have any more time. I couldn't put it off any longer. So I ended up making it into the rooms, and once I was there, it was a little weird and a little awkward, but for some reason I just sort of felt a little bit better. During this time, I was living by myself, and I hated going out. I didn't want to leave my apartment. I wanted to sleep all the time. I was still done. Had given up. I didn't have any hope, and once I started going to AA, I sort of started. There was something that happened that I just started to feel better. I just started to sort of be somewhat at peace, after the meeting for a few minutes, and so I just kept going. And after about 3 months, I was finally sleeping. I hadn't slept a whole night through in probably 10 years, and I was sleeping. I was going off my meds, and I was starting to feel like I was alive again. And after that time, I sort of got a sponsor, started working the steps, and through a lot of work and a lot of ups and downs, I sort of settled out. It took me about 6 to 9 months to really sort of feel finally okay, or at least stable. So I've been in recovery about 2.5 years now, and since I've been in, a lot of great things have happened. I've reunited with my partner, and his family is wonderful, and I've made my amends to them and to my family, and even my former employer, and all of this has really changed my life for the better. Granted, there's been some bad things that's happened. I had to file for bankruptcy. I had to, I had lost my house. I ended up losing my job, but it was just because the company went bankrupt. And during all of these bad things that happened, I really didn't drink, and that was a miracle in itself. And since then, I've been able to do a reset on my life. Recovery has allowed me to sort of, totally start over, totally start fresh, and it is amazing what things happen when you get sober. One of the things that's most important to me is, my relationship with my partners is great. We're going to get married in a couple of months, and then also, I've been able to fulfill a lifelong dream of being a full-time artist, and I'm currently working on a project that is around recovery, and I'm really excited about that. It's been really a wonderful experience, and none of this would have been possible had I been drinking, and I'm really grateful that I came in, and I'm really grateful for recovery.